Hello and good morning. Welcome to our 20-minute express abs. You have myself, Coach Adeline, taking you through today's quick but highly recommended session. So this class is going to be only on your core. It's going to be based only on your core and your abs. So you might find a few exercises that's going to challenge your stability. We'll start with a quick 3 to 5 minute warm up for the spine, just so you're not hurting your lower back during any of these exercises. And then we'll flip over onto our prone position. So we'll lie supine, work our abs and core. Then we'll flip over into a plank series. All right. So we'll try and keep it within the 20-minute time limit. Just a reminder, for these exercises, for these workouts, the 20-minute express, you're more than welcome to join this one with a cardio class or another SER from the week or the week before, and to combine that into a longer workout. So this is the benefit of having all these different 10, 20, 30, and 40-minute workouts. You can choose how long you'd like to work, but still get the benefits out of the exercises. Okay, so the workouts. We'll start straight into our little warm-up. I'm just going to wait maybe 2 more minutes until everyone is online. We have a total of 40 participants in this program, and I'm really grateful to you all for joining this program with me. I didn't have enough time to advertise or to push my program onto my social media because of life and everything that was happening. Just a little update for my nephew, Alex. His sister, Elizabeth, is staying with us here right now, while his mom, my best friend since high school, 20 years of friendship, she is with Alex in New Zealand, and they are making progress each day. And they haven't had the surgery for the major surgery just yet. It's scheduled for the 29th of April. So that's just a little update, but he's already showing signs of progress. He has started to talk, recognized through photos. The other day we had a lovely little video chat with him, and it was so lovely to see not just progress with my nephew Alex, but my friend, seeing her face light up again. It just brought me so much happiness seeing that, because this sort of, these issues in life, not issues, but these setbacks in life really just drains us all. And so just seeing her face light up again, she's filled with so much glow and happiness. It really made my heart happy. So this was a little update on Alex. He's doing so well, so far so good. God is good. And yes, his dad is sharing a few other little boys in ICU, their journey as well, to raise funds. And it's just a great way to get the community together and just see, how we can all support these boys. And just shows how really messed up our health system is here in Fiji. And it's the sad truth, but what can we do? All right, enough of my yada yada, as Aseli likes to say, the basket. We're going to get into our 4-point position. So this is one of the best ways to warm up your spine, and anything to do with your abs and core, please always warm up your lower back, because we want the blood to circulate towards the front of your abs rather than just the lower back. So warming up the tissues surrounding the abs and core is going to allow that to happen quite easily. We're going to bring our knees directly underneath our hips, hands underneath our shoulders. Now, rather than protracting the shoulders, we're just going to keep it nice and neutral. If you have that little arch in the back, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to get you to bring your left hand up towards the sky. Let's thread that arm through. And as you're twisting to the side, I want you to bring that hand straight up. So we're not holding the stretch. We're keeping it dynamic and allowing that blood circulation through the lower back, mid-thoracic of the spine, but also just through the shoulder girdle, as well as the hip, staying nice and stable. Let's go for 2 more like this. Taking a deep breath in as you bring the hand up. Amazing work. Let's bring our right hand up now towards the sky, following that thumb through, looking underneath that arm and stretching out through the right all the way across towards the left hip bone. Let's go for 4 more like this. Final 3. Last 2. And 1. Amazing work. All right. Now, with a bit more shoulder stability here, I want you to keep your scapula, pulling the scapula out towards the side so you can allow that stability through the shoulder girdle. And all we're going to do here is tuck our toes in. We're going to lift our knees off the mat. So not a drastic lift, All right, just a slight lift here, ever so slightly. You're going to tilt the pelvic bone in so you can allow the engagement of your core muscles here. So the transverse abdominals are just like a corset around the stomach and the spine. So I want you to pull that all the way in. So imagine you're sucking that corset in, tightening that corset each time you lift your knees off the mat. Let's go for 5 and 4, final 3 and 2, last one. Now we're going to hold up there and we're going to bring each knee to the center of our body. So trying your best to just bring that knee, the shoulder stays nice and stacked here and keeping the upper body nice and stiff as you rotate through the hip. Nice work. You should feel this one down the sides of your abs, going for 5 and 4 and 3, final 2 and 1. Nice work. Holding that position. We're just going to pulse here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, pressing back into that lovely little pike here. Downward facing dog. We're just going to paddle our heels and allowing that stretch to creep up the back of the legs, right up to the hamstrings. And then we are going to slowly drop that back down, pushing the hips back into that lovely little shallow child's pose and allowing that muscle to release through the shoulders. Amazing. All right, let's get straight into this team. I'm going to get you to flip onto your back. We are going to start with a lion sequence. I want you to lie on your back with your knees bent and your feet on the mat. We're going to start with a little activation of the lower abs, okay? So we're going to go all throughout the different parts of your abs. We start lower, then we go obliques, and then we come down through the upper abs throughout the entire six-pack area, okay? So I want you to relax nice and tight through the core. All right, watching this one, I'm at my neutral spine. You should see that mouse hole, and that's absolutely fine. Working with the mouse hole is absolutely fine. When you start to feel a little niggle in your lower back, as if your lower back is trying to take over the entire movement, that's where I'm going to get you to imprint your spine. So pushing deep, and imagine you're pulling your belly button down towards the mat. And then from there, you're going to close the gap between your rib and your hip. It's almost like you're slightly lifting the bum off the mat. So when you've got that tight, you're going to keep every bit of tension throughout the entire lower ab, okay? So from here, keeping the knees bent still, I want you to bring your hands down to the mat so you provide that body a bit of stability through the heel of your hands. You're going to push down into the mat as you raise one knee at a time. So I want you to keep both your heels off the mat, staying on the front balls of your foot, and you're just going to pull through the lower abs as you're doing this. So inhale as you lower, exhale through the mouth as you lift. I'm going to keep that imprinted spine because I feel like my lower abs are just going to be on fire by the end of this sequence. Nice work. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one here. I want you to hold that right leg up. We're going to bring the left leg to join. This time, we're going to go in the opposite direction. Just making sure you're lengthening through your spine and your knee stays directly above hip bone. From here, we're going to tap the floor with our right foot, tap the floor with our left. Now just working with these movements, going opposite side. Amazing work. Let's go for 10. Nothing moves in the abs. You're allowing the lower abs to work, but don't let the entire upper abs and the core to move or the hip area to move. Just allowing that lower ab to stay nice and tight. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding the knees up. You can bring your hands out to the side or robot-like arms. So fist pump punching up to the ceiling. You're just going to drop the knees side to side and allowing the oblique on the left. So as you drop towards the right, oblique on the left, pulling straight up. Or having your hands out to the side. Drop into the left, pull with the right side. All right, so allowing that part of your lower butt, the part of your abs to take full control over this movement. Drop and pull with the opposite side. Drop to the left. I want you to pull with the right oblique. Amazing work. Let's go for 6 and 5. Keep the knees together or open them up as long as you've got full control over this movement. Final 3. Last 2. Last 1. This is going to be a little tricky. Bring it back to center. Now this time, bringing your head to feel really heavy in your hands. So interlacing your fingers. And I want you to keep the back glued to the mat. From here, you're going to drop towards the right, straighten the leg, bring it back to bend, and then back to your center. Drop in slightly to the right, to the left, straighten the leg, bend the knees, bring it straight back in. As you're twisting to the side, I want you to stay on that elbow. So if you're dropping towards the right side, I want you to stay on your right elbow and lifting through the entire ab. You should already be feeling this one. I want you to rely on that left elbow now. Straighten the leg, bend the knee, bring it back to center. Rely on your right elbow. Keeping the chest nice and high, so heart to your ceiling. Let's go for 8 more. And 7. And 6. You got this. And 5. Turn and twist. 4. Over to the other side. 3. Nice work. 2. Last one over to this side. Now we're going to work on our main six-pack area and everything involved. Keeping the knees bent. All we're going to do here is we're going to bring the arms forward, touching your calf, straightening the knee. But I want your toe to point to the ceiling rather than to the back wall. All right? Pointing to the ceiling. Keeping that back glued to the mat. Bring it in. Tap your ankles or your calf. Taking a deep breath in as you lower. Exhale as you lift back in. I want you to push that back deep into the mat. Let's go for 5 more like this. Head off the mat. Top of the shoulders as well. And 4. And 3. Final 2. Come on. My count. Last one here. Hold in that position. We're just going to flutter the legs for 10, 9, hands up, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Hug those knees in. Rocking and opening up the hip. Knees out to the side. Amazing work. Oh boy. Love it. All right. Now, bringing the legs to straight, and we're going to go for our roll-ups. I want you to flex the heel. All right. Whatever works for you here. Flexing the heel. Rather than using momentum, I want you to utilize every little muscle in your upper body to pull yourself up all the way. Push your spine out, hands over the body. Bringing it straight back down. I want you to lower the mid-thoracic of your spine, lower back. Ooh, that is so good. Pulling up, open up the shoulder blades, and then hands over the body, and then pushing straight back down. You can bend your knees and just allowing the lower back to touch the mat before the mid-thoracic of your spine. That way you know you're allowing the abs to stay nice and engaged. Open up the shoulder, hands over the foot, and then slowly allowing that lower back to touch the mat. Let's go for 2 more like this. Nice work. Last one here. Oh my gosh, I can feel the center of my entire core and ab. Nice work. Let's stay here. Bending the knees. A little one here before we flip over onto our hands and our knees, or our hands and our feet. This one here, you've got your hands out to the front. Let's go for our lovely little C curve, pushing spine out. I want you to turn and rotate. Bring in that right elbow to the mat. Bring it straight back up. Your entire ab and core area is going to be on fire for this one. So you're going to allow, all right? You're just going to allow that left hand to tap the mat, the elbow, sorry. Bring it up, pull yourself up. Pushing that spine out first. Nice work. Turn and rotate. Going for 4 more. Final 3. Last 2 here. Last one. Let's open up to the right side. Sorry, let's go to the left side. Open up to the left side. Hold that position with your left elbow on the mat. You're going to raise the left knee up towards the chest, hand reaching down. I want you to turn and rotate, looking towards your left side. Feeling that ab all the way down from the right side, down towards the left lower ab. Going for 10, 9, 8, 6, lifting higher, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Bring it all the way up. Twisting over to the other side. Right elbow to the mat. Let's lift 10 and 9 and 8. If you want to feel this more towards the obliques, bring the arm outside the knee. 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding it there. Pulling yourself back up. Bringing your knees in and just stretching out through that lower back. Nice work. You can open out to the side for that shell stretch with your legs interlaced, crossed over here. Now, bringing your hands in front of you, we're going to bring our feet out into our straight arm plank. You have the option to drop onto your knees for these movements or keep it on your toes into that lovely little straight arm plank. Now, we start with our hands directly underneath our shoulders. We have got 8 minutes, and this is going to be in and out. You're done. I want you to try and hold this position with your hands on the mat. All right, your knees, you're either in that kneeling plank. So the best way to start with this one is, if you have never done the plank variation, or if you tend to feel it in your wrists, I want you to keep your hands directly underneath your shoulders, not leaning over, not leaning back. And I don't want you to look at your knees. I want you to keep your knees pushed back, not directly underneath the hips, okay? All we're going to do from here is, you're going to shift forward and shift back. Tucking that tailbone in, shifting forward, shifting back. Otherwise, off the feet, shifting forward, shifting back. Pulling that belly button to the spine. So you've got your core engaged here. More than welcome to get onto the forearm, but we'll get there in a bit. I want you to just start with your hands. Going for 5 and 4, last 3 and 2 and 1. Awesome work. All we're going to do here is testing the core stability, core strength here. Bring in 1 foot off the mat, going for 10. Nothing changes in the upper body. 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold in that position. We're going to come down onto our forearms here. Now with this one, protracting the shoulder and still engaging the abs and the core, okay? So pulling the belly button in towards the spine and protracting your shoulder blades. What we're doing first is we're rocking forward and back. Going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing work. We're going to drop side to side now. Plank hip dips here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep the shoulders strong. 4, 3, 2, 1. We are going to drop over to the left side. Hold in that side plank position, either off the knees or off the feet. All we're going to do here is dropping the hip all the way down, bringing your right hand to your knee, pushing straight back up and reaching down, tapping your knee. Hold that position. Drop your hip, hand to the knee, reaching up, over, and tapping that knee. So you're still engaging the abs and the core here. Going for 2 more like this. Down, straighten up. I want you to push your shoulder away from your ear, bringing it all the way up. Tap that knee. Last one here before we hold that hip dip to the side. Oh boy, I can feel that left oblique. Hold in that position now. We're going to lift and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flipping over onto your right forearm, just making sure that that right shoulder is directly above that right elbow. You're going to bring that left foot behind the right foot, or you're on your knees. First move here, we drop, looking straight towards that left. I think it's supposed to be this way. That left knee, reaching up nice and high. Pike your hips slightly, tap your knee. Bringing it straight back up. Dropping that hip. I want you to push that hip down towards the mat so you can feel that stretching out that stretch out through the right side, but also you should feel the tension through the left oblique. Looking down, going for 2 more like this. And the last one, opening up through the side. Now we're going to pulse those hips here. Hold in that position, lifting up. Holding up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flipping back over onto both forearms on the mat here. The next one, we are driving the knee up towards the elbow, bring it straight back down. If this is too much for you, more than welcome to get onto the hands and bring that knee up towards the elbow. And squeeze through the obliques, left and then right. Going for 10, and 9, and 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Bringing it out. We are not done yet. We've got 1 more minute of something wonderful here. Hold in that position, stretching out through the lower back, bringing it straight back in, just allowing that blood circulation rather than holding it static. Stretch. Okay. When you are ready, let's bring our knees directly underneath our hip. Something like what we started with, a lot of hip stability, but you should definitely be feeling this one through the abs and the entire core area. Holding that position up, we are going to tuck our toes in, knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders, lengthening through the neck, lifting your knee off the mat. All we're going to do from here is bring one leg out, bring it straight back in. Extending one leg out, bring it straight back in. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, almost there, 2, last one, hold that position. We're pulsing the knee down and up for 5, 4, 3, keep that leg straight, 2, 1, hold the opposite side, holding that leg up, going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, both knees in. We're going to go out and in, going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping the knees down. Whew, I hope you can see that sweat dripping down my entire ab area. Nice work. And that is it. Let's hold this position. We're going to stretch out through the obliques. You're more than welcome to do this one again once I've ended, or just swipe to the very beginning and you can do this entire sequence 1 more time. I wouldn't recommend the third for the abs, maybe cardio, sure, but you don't want the abs to be stressed out too much, and then you won't be able to laugh and talk and cough tomorrow. Hands out to the front. Hold in that position. Let's bring the chest forward, line all the way down. And I want you to feel in the next one as if somebody's pulling your belly button away right up to the crown of your head. Pushing through the mat. Now you're stretching out that straw or your discs in your spine and bringing it straight back up. Crown of your head pulling away from the disc in your lower back. Lengthening through the spine. 1 more this time. Hands to the side of the chest. Up into that position. Holding that cobra. Back down. And then you're bringing your hands to the side of your thighs. Right hand reaches up over towards the left. Open up through the obliques and the serratus. That's protecting your lungs and your organs. Over to the other side. Hands behind the back. Pulling the chest back. Amazing work today. And that is it. That is your express abs and core for Wednesday. Like I mentioned earlier, go ahead and perform these workouts twice. If you want to feel that extra burn. Otherwise, don't do the third one for abs. Maybe cardio, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. That is it for me. I hope you enjoy that as much as I did. I will catch you tomorrow. Tomorrow's workout is just the booty, the SER booty workouts. Do that one up to 3 times if you've got the time. Then I'll catch you on Friday for our 30-minute workout. That's it for me. I will see you on Friday. Bye-bye.